Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I'm very happy now. We are going to be hearing from Andrea with Windstar Cruises. I was very fortunate enough to be able to go on Windstar this year, and it was amazing. Doing Europe on a small ship, what a difference. You pull right into those ports, and I have to say, Andrea, my bucket list now is not even where in the world, it's to get on one of those ships with the sail. So I am anxious to see all your wonderful pictures as usual. Before I hand it over to you, I am going to let everybody know I will turn off my camera and mute myself just so I'm not bobbing around the screen. So there you go, Andrea. Thank you for having us or coming out and talking to us, and I'll let you take it away.
Well, I'm so very thrilled that you enjoyed it, and thank you for being such a phenomenal partner. And good afternoon to everybody, or good evening to everybody, whenever you're watching this. Windstar Cruises is a proud preferred partner with Expedia Cruises, and we couldn't be more thrilled participating with them in this wonderful World Explorer event, but not to mention throughout the years, we are very strong partners. And what does that mean? Is that because we are preferred with Expedia Cruises, we give them special bonuses, special shipboard credits, special exclusive offers to pass on to you when you book and sail through Expedia Cruises. So again, my name is Andrea Mendelson. I am the Regional Sales Manager for Canada with Windstar Cruises. And again, I couldn't be more delighted today to be with you, the short time that I have, to share with you why and how Windstar Cruises is truly 180 degrees from ordinary. My most exciting thing, well, one of the very exciting things that I want to share with you today is that finally Windstar Cruises is pricing in Canadian dollars. It's taken a long time for us to get here. I've been nagging for years and years and years, and here it is. And I think this gives you all a real sense of a peace of mind, if you will, to know that once your Expedia Cruises advisor tells you the price in Canadian dollars, that is the price that you're going to pay come your final payment. When it was, of course, US dollars, you were told a price, you converted to Canadian dollars, and you didn't really know what that price would be by the time final payment came. So now all the pricing is Canadian dollars. Whatever we do on board would still be in US dollars, your shipboard credit, all the ancillary things, the shore excursions. But the good thing now is that you know the price that you hear is the price that you're going to pay. I'm going to put on a short little video just to get you excited about Windstar Cruises and what we're all about, that small ship cruise experience. But before I do, we have a fantastic offer with Expedia Cruises for the World Explorer. And I want you to know what that is. Once you get excited and once you run to your Expedia Cruises travel advisor and say, this is the cruise that I want you to know that the special offer, in addition to whatever special Windstar is offering, because you're booking through Expedia Cruises, we're going to give you each an additional $100 per person shipboard credit to spend on board the ship. It can go towards shore excursions, it can go towards spa, it can go towards anything that you purchase on the ship. So let's get you excited, everybody. Watch this video and I'll certainly come back and explain more in detail.
The wind and stars have guided seafarers for millennia. And now it's your turn to discover their magic on Windstar's iconic Wind class and luxurious all-suite Star Plus class yachts. Revel in the nautical traditions of the sea as white sails unfurl, pulling you towards hidden lagoons and untouched beaches on our Wind class. Or rejoice in the newly transformed Star Plus class with 277 square foot minimum suites that promise a constellation of comforts and amenities beyond your wildest dreams. No matter which yacht you choose, you'll jump directly off the water sports platform at the back of the ship and can join your captain for navigation lessons on the open bridge. Customize your experience with all-inclusive or cruise-only fares. Come, the wind and stars are waiting. Wherever you want to go, Windstar knows the way.
So Donna alluded to the fact that she'd been on one of the ships that you can see in the background, one of our Star Class ships. Our sailing ships are part of what we call our wind ships. And these are these beautiful sailing ships. But everybody, I want you to know that even though we've got these beautiful sailing ships and the romance of the sails, this is still a cruising experience. Windstar guests stand with a cocktail in their hands, and Windstar will electronically or hydraulically unfurl these beautiful sails as we go from one wonderful destination to the other. There is no hard work for you to do on Windstar cruises. So what is Windstar all about? That 180 degrees from ordinary? Well, in order to be categorized as a small cruise ship, we have to carry less than 350 guests. And we currently now have 6 ships in our fleet, and they do certainly carry less than 350 guests, which makes it that intimate small ship experience where we can go into small little destinations, off the beaten path places that the big ships simply can't go to. And because of that, because we're going to immerse you in places where you don't just run into a destination, check it off your bucket list, buy a souvenir, take a picture, have something to drink, and then have to stand in a long, long line to get back on the tender, to get back out to your ship way, way out at sea where it's anchored. Windstar is not like that at all. We're all about the small ship experience where we dock very often right in port, and you step on and off the ship as if it was like a river cruise experience. For those of you who love river cruising and who are river cruisers, look at doing Windstar cruises, which is like a Windstar cruise but on the ocean. So what is life on board? Probably contrary to what many of you thinking, it is a very laid back, casual, and I will use this word, unpretentious experience on board. We talk about traveling in understated elegance, no formal nights. Gentlemen, no jackets or ties. Ladies, we don't have to wear long gowns. It is all as if you're going to your country club. It is casual elegance, no making reservations in our main dining room. We do ask that guests make reservations in our specialty dining rooms just so that everybody gets a chance. But everybody, there is no surcharge. So all the food on Windstar, including the specialty dining restaurants and all the non-alcoholic beverages, are included. Your lattes, your cappuccinos, your pop, your soda, your bottled water. It is just a very laid-back experience. So much so that this is a vacation. When you come and sail with us, we want you to have those relaxed days, those unfrenetic experiences. Nobody has to get up early in the morning and go and put a towel on a deck chair to save the chairs. Nobody has to be up early in the morning to be first in line for the tender. We run them all the time. And as you heard me mention, if we dock right in port, it's a simple walk on and off, onto the ship, off to the ship. And if we do dock a little bit away from the pier, it's like a short 5-10 minute ride in our tender that we're able to take you to. We want guests to feel like they're on their own private yacht. We have a phenomenal ratio of crew to guests, so you get to know our crew, you get to mingle with them, they get to know you and your preferences, and that makes you feel like a VIP. Our ratio of crew to guest, we have 1 crew member to every 1.5 guests. And if that doesn't make sense, let me say for every 3 guests that we have 2 crew members. So the service is going to be and is absolutely exemplary. How do you feel like you're on your own private yacht? We don't have yellow tape or red ropes restricting you from going anywhere. Come into our bridge. The captain has a special coffee. We have coffee with the captain in the morning. Or while we're sailing under the stars at night, come in and speak to our crew. And again, feel like you are the VIP and this is your own private yacht. Every one of our 6 ships have a water sports platform. We cannot lower it when we're right in port. And it's also obviously conducive to the weather, and wherever we are, we're able to lower our water sports platform. Guests can take advantage of our snorkeling, our kayaking, our paddleboarding, all complimentary. There is a charge for scuba diving, but then of course we have to get a PADI certified diver. So we have 2 types of ships, as Donna alluded to. These are our beautiful wind class ships. We have 2 sizes. We have 3 ships. 2 of them, the 2 small ones, one of them that you see on the left-hand side of your screen, only accommodates 148 guests. Talk about feeling as if you're on your own private yacht. Our Windsurf, which is on the right-hand side of your screen, is the biggest sailing ship in the world right now. She accommodates 342 guests. And I mentioned to you that we have to carry less than 350. We just slide in under that mark. What we're going to be doing by the end of 2026 is refurbish all these beautiful ships, all these three ships from head to toe. So it's going to be quite remarkable. They'll feel like brand new ships. We also went through during COVID what we called our $250 million Star Plus initiative. We took what we call our Star Class ships. These could accommodate 212 guests. We refurbished them. We split them in half. We added in a midsection into these ships, and now they're sailing out successfully with 312 guests. These are all ocean view, all suite ships, all have walk-in closets, marble bathrooms with double sinks, beautifully appointed, and all start at 277 square feet. Now, I wish I could see you. I wish I could be in front of you to hear and to do a drum roll. But coming, and the big announcement is coming at the end of 2025, we will have one of our 2 brand new builds, one of our 2 beautiful Star Class ships that will be joining us the end of 2025, our Star Seeker. She's going to come to us. She's going to be absolutely beautiful. Only 224 guests. So 112 ocean view suites, all facing the ocean. Windstar doesn't have any inside cabins on any of our ships. 224 guests, as I mentioned, 112 suites. 60% of them are going to be balcony suites, but these are wraparound balconies. On our current Star Class ships, they're beautiful. There are these French balconies. These will be wraparound balconies. And just to give you an indication from these renderings, look at this is just one of our classic suites. You can see in the background, if you will, the wraparound balcony where people can sit outside, invite friends for drinks. You can have your breakfast there. Really beautifully appointed. Here is another veranda suite where you open up the sliding doors. And for those guests who don't want an outside balcony, we're going to have our infinity suites where at the push of a button, the window will slide up and down so you get the outside coming in. What is she going to do? Look at this. Where are we going? Exciting news for Windstar. We couldn't be more excited to be going back to Alaska and back to Japan because we do it right. But starting her inaugural season when she leaves Malaga, which is where the ship is being built right now, she will sail to Miami and then start her inaugural season in the Caribbean. At the end of April, we will be doing a repositioning cruise from Puerto Vallarta to Seattle, and then she's going to start her unique experience in Alaska, where we will have local Alaskan expedition guides taking our guests right off the water sports platform into the experience where you're up close and personal. We will launch our 2-person kayak expeditions, our Zodiac expeditions. Talk about being immersed in the experience. This is the Windstar way to see Alaska. We are going to be doing 7 and 8 night itineraries. We're going to be doing, and I know these are all codes for you, but we're going to be doing from Vancouver to Juneau and back. We're going to be doing Vancouver to Seward, which is Anchorage, and we're going to have some 10 and 11-day itineraries as well, because we're finding now that when people are going on their cruises and they're spending their airfare, they want to take advantage of using the airfare. The airfare is going to be the same whether you come back in 7 days or 10 days. Why not take advantage and do those longer itineraries where you can, again, really immerse in the destinations? Talk about being up close and personal. I want you to know that I had this experience on a Zodiac where you are right by the glaciers that are calving in front of you. You couldn't get closer than this. It is a remarkable experience. After Alaska, we are going to be doing a 13-day crossing from Seward, from Anchorage to Tokyo. And then we're going to be starting our 10-day Grand Japan itineraries, but going into little places like Takamatsu, Hiroshima, all the little places that honestly the big ships can't get to. And if you do find a big ship, as I mentioned earlier, they are invariably anchored way out to sea and guests have got a tender in for a long time. Whereas in many, many cases, Windstar docks or berths right in port. So here is just a glimpse of this remarkable culture. It really is such an incredible destination to go to. And this picture is truly iconic, but I will tell you that we will not be in Japan during cherry blossom season. We will be there in October. But again, what a phenomenal time to be there. Let me talk about some of our popular destinations. This is not our complete portfolio of destinations, but Tahiti for Windstar Cruises is our most popular destination. We are there all year round. A beautiful, exotic destination, the turquoise waters. It is absolutely beautiful. We do our very popular Dreams of Tahiti, which is 7 days around the Society Islands. I mentioned to you, you're going there, the airfare will be the same. Why not extend for 10 or 11 days and incorporate the Tuamotu Islands as well? We have taken one of our bigger ships, one of the Star Class ships with 312 guests. And because she's a bigger ship and can go further distances in a shorter time, there are some itineraries that include the Marquesas Islands. I also want to talk about Europe, and I'm going to show you another video, but let me just show you how enticing and exciting Tahiti is. Again, everybody, we have an all-year-round program. We offer air, hotel, and cruise programs. So please speak to your Expedia Cruises travel advisor. We've got some fabulous promotions going on at the moment, where if you book by a certain date and they have all this information, we're adding in our all-in package, which gives you
What does it mean when we say
unlimited Wi-Fi, gratuities, and all your alcoholic beverages? I'm going to show this one again. Here we go. Europe, here we come.
What does it mean when we say Windstar knows the way to Europe? It means we know the way to create more time, opportunity, freedom. Select a destination, choose your adventure, and fully immerse yourself like a local. Serving just 148 to 342 guests, our sailing and all-suite yachts are guided by the wind and the stars to nearly 75 itineraries and more than 150 ports throughout Europe. Our private yacht-style cruises deliver you to the doorways of intimate, iconic European settings in France, Italy, Spain, Portugal, Greece, Croatia, Iceland, Norway, and more. With Windstar, coming on board feels like coming home. Personal service and genuine hospitality are provided by friendly crew members who know your name and your tastes. Our casual, welcoming atmosphere means you can relax and be yourself. On board each of our yachts, every meal is a world-class dining experience. Our acclaimed chefs create fresh, regional dishes, delivering flavour from port to plate. You may choose to indulge in exceptional local or global cuisines, created and served daily. Cruise anywhere you like, any way you like. The possibilities are limitless. For a European cruise that's 180 degrees from ordinary, Windstar knows the way.
So very exciting. And Donna, I hope this brought back wonderful memories for you for your beautiful, legendary trip, which you did in Europe. And we talk about being in Europe all year round. And we've also got a wonderful program during winter. And you might say to yourself, who goes to Europe in the winter? Well, Windstar is going there starting this year, October the 21st and running through to March 26th. And everybody, I want to tell you, this is a wonderful, wonderful time to be in Europe. It is not the sweltering heat in August where people are fainting from the heat. It is not the crowds. You are not being pushed and jostled by crowds. And that is how you feel also on Windstar. Because we're small, you don't have lineups. You're not being pushed from pillar to post. There is room for everybody. But to go to this destination when the weather is between 12 and 20 degrees centigrade, it is the best time to see these iconic cities. And we're going to be doing overnights in beautiful ports like Venice. Nobody just wants to rush in, take a picture of St. Mark's Square, and you think, well, I've got to get back to the ship. These beautiful little islands, Murano, you want to go and see all these wonderful places. And yes, Windstar is the one cruise line that can still go right into Venice. Overnights in Nice, where you get to go to Aix Village, Monaco. To go to Rome, all the ships dock in Civitavecchia. It's a 1.5-hour ride from the port into the city. Can you imagine going there, just being able to see maybe the Sistine Chapel and the Trevi fountains, and then you've got to dash back with to the ship? We want you to immerse in these magnificent destinations, including places like Barcelona as well. For those of you who have a sense of adventure and think, well, I have been on Windstar, or even I've never been on Windstar, what about joining our president on what we're calling the mystery cruise? We're not going to tell you which ports we're going to. What your travel advisor will tell you is it's an 8-night cruise. You're going to get on in Athens, in Piraeus, off in Athens, and we are going to announce these unique ports that we haven't been to before 24 hours prior to arriving. I can assure you that because it will be with our president, you can rest assured this is going to be something phenomenal. This is priced in US dollars, but once your travel advisor calls us, we will convert it to Canadian, starting at $4,511 per person. It looks like there's an extra one there, but it's $4,511 US dollars, and it does include the all-in package, which is unlimited alcohol, Wi-Fi, and gratuities. Iceland is a fantastic destination, an expensive destination. What better way to go, unpack once, eat wonderful food on Windstar cruises, and get to see this country all the way from Reykjavik all the way around to Reykjavik again. There have been the owner of Expedia Cruises has been with me on this itinerary. So who better to ask for a first-hand experience than Sean Friesen, who is the owner of Expedia Cruises here. What a wonderful place to see, again, small little ports that the big ships don't go to. And then a whole lot of other destinations, Costa Rica and Panama Canal. Yes, we go through the whole Panama Canal. In 2026, we're going to South America. We need to find new and exciting destinations because we have a 62% repeat clientele. People want to sail with us, but they want to go to different destinations. We're going to go to the Canary Islands. What about Italy? We combined Italy with Croatia as well, going to the Adriatic coast, the Dalmatian coast. What about Greece? Greece is our most popular destination where we can go through the Corinth Canal. And it's not just going to Santorini and Mykonos, which in and of themselves are beautiful little places. We go to places like Monemvasia. Have you heard of that? Argostoli, Nafplio, these little places that you think, I didn't even think a ship could go there. That's where Windstar is going. And for those of you who don't have plans yet for the end of the year or early January up until March, what about the Caribbean? You might say to your travel advisor, you've sent me there so many times. Please look at Windstar's Caribbean. We go to off the beaten path places like Virgin Gorda, Jost van Dyke, Little Bay Montserrat. That's the Windstar way. And for those of you who are looking for a beautiful adventure, instead of doing your high-end resorts or your all-inclusive resorts or your timeshares, what about coming on our beautiful biggest sailing ship, the Windsurf, for 55 days. It is in 2026, so you've got time to plan, where we are going to take you around to 33 ports, 28 islands. We're not going to repeat the ports. What a way to spend your winter holidays from this cold climate on this fantastic itinerary. Talking about food, I hope that your mouths are watering. We are the official and long-term partners of the James Beard Foundation. Their chefs come and train our chefs, our sommeliers, how to create the most delicious and delectable food on board. And if you are a foodie and you want that true Epicurean experience, please speak to your Expedia Cruises advisor, travel advisor, because next year we have 5 exclusive culinary themed cruises where you will sail with the actual James Beard chef. You will do cooking demonstrations, wine pairings, whiskey pairings, shop with chef. This is something that you want to speak to your Expedia Cruises advisor about. Last but not least, I can't leave here without encouraging you to go onto our website, windstarcruises.com. The second tab from the right under specials, I've highlighted it here. Here you're going to find our weekly, our bi-weekly, whatever fantastic specials we have on at the moment. Please speak to your travel advisor. Every Thursday, we put 7 cruises on sale for 7 days. These are deeply discounted. And because I mentioned to you, Expedia Cruises is a preferred partner of ours, we give them $100 US per person shipboard credit to add to many of these cruises. So book a discounted cruise and still get the benefit of the additional shipboard credit. We've also got fantastic discounted fares for those of you who travel on your own. For single guests, you know there's always a hefty single supplement. On many of our cruises, not all, we have either 0% single supplement or a reduced 20% single supplement. Speak to your Expedia Cruises travel advisor. We also price in Canadian dollars, as I mentioned to you, and we've also got a Canadian residents discounted offer where they are honestly 30% cheaper than you're going to find online. Again, speak to your travel advisor at Expedia Cruises because they can help you with these remarkable fares. Absolutely amazing. And again, I just want to remind you, because we are privileged to be involved with them with the World Explorer offer, we want you to be aware again that no matter what discounted rate you offer, we are still going to give you above everything else, whatever discount you're getting, the $100 US per person shipboard credit. So with that, I'd like to say, Donna, thank you for inviting me here today. It's been a pleasure. We're looking forward to welcoming all your guests and hopefully you again on one of the sailing ships or whichever ship you want to go on. But we're delighted to be a partner with you. And thank you, everybody, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Andrea. And you know what? I completely forgot about it when you said it, though. And I just wanted to make sure everybody takes advantage, especially if you're a foodie. The highlight of our vacation when we sailed on Windstar was shopping with the chef. It was fabulous. We actually did it twice. He invited us back a second time. And there was 4 of us from actually the Sudbury store that did this. And we, like I said, we still talk about it today. And I often hear now people talking in the office saying to clients, if you enjoy food, you have to do this. And it was great. And it was so much fun because the next day at lunch, you've seen what you got to try and what you watched him buy. And it's all spread out beautifully. So an amazing experience.
Fabulous. I haven't done that yet, Donna, so you'll have to tell me all about it. But it is, and it didn't that make you feel like a VIP? Not only did you do it once, but you went twice, which is so amazing. You feel like you're on your own yacht and you're going with your private chef off to choose the food.
And we actually did get to choose the food because he would ask us, well, what cheese do you like? Okay, we'll buy that one then. And so it was an amazing experience. So I highly recommend that. You know what? It's worth just for that. Like it was amazing, especially in Europe. And we were in Europe. So because the amount of cheeses and meats, beautiful, but yes. So thank you for reminding me of that, Andrea. Like when you said that, I'm like, oh, I forgot to talk about that. So yes, thank you for your time today. And thank you, everybody. And we will be continuing on in a short little while. So thank you.